I ain't gonna hold you. This was one of them slow rolls to get you to go, and it's looking like Diddy might be done now on 3 charges. Take a listen here, and I'll explain what the feds just did. If you can, hit the like button like you like something. Let's jump back in these algorithms. If not, shit, let's just do it anyways. Okay, U.S. versus Sean Combs, day 18. Pseudonym witness Jane, text not to be shown. Here we go. Before jury, judge. What about the screenshot of the text between Miss Ventura and Miss Courtroom? Alexander Shapiro. Only the text should be admitted, not the photo. AUSA, pardon me. The jurors should know it's a screenshot, not the text. AUSA. My error was only look at the first message. I apologize. Judge. You may like screenshots as opposed to the text. AUSA. We. Judge. I'm not done. AUSA. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Judge. I understand. I'm just not sure this is the hill you want to die on. Driscoll. These texts, you have thousands of videos of my performing every weekend on your phone. They are backward looking and hearsay. We argue that Mr. Combs was upfront about the non-monogamous nature of the relationship, as Jane said, AUSA. In their opening, they attacked Jane's credibility, called it consensual. As you heard yesterday, Jane felt coerced. See, she felt. Didn't say she was, but we'll leave that alone. They have opened the door, Judge. They are admissible to rebut the defense's opening, so it is appropriate to introduce those statements. Driscoll. The government sent us 6 years of text messages, then they somewhat reduced them. We stand by our objections. The foundation has not been laid. Judge. The government should lay the foundation. AUSA Johnson. We have laid it. Judge. Bring the jury in. Bring in the jury and the witness. AUSA Comey. Good morning. How many times did you travel to Las Vegas? Jane. Once. On Sean's plane. He was hosting an event. Then he wanted entertainment for the night. We had that. AUSA Comey. What do you mean? Jane. And entertained? We had sex? AUSA. What did going off the grid mean? Jane. Getting free? Did Sean call you a freak? Jane. Yes. He wanted me to be wild and sexual. AUSA. Did you ask Sean if the entertainers could wear condoms? Jane. Yes. That first time with Don and another. Sean guilty tripped me out of it. It was not something he wanted to see. AUSA Comey. What was his tone? Jane. Condescending? AUSA. Did he say why he did not want the entertainer to wear a condom? Jane. He did not want to see a rubber. Comey. Did you raise it ever when sober, not in a hotel room? Jane. Yes. AUSA. Was this ever recorded? Jane. Yes. One that I'm aware of. I'm trying to ask for the entertainer if he can wear a condom. He's looking for it. Comey. I'd like to call up this exhibit with an aid. Did you listen to this? Jane. Yes. AUSA. And did you read the transcript that's up on the screen? Jane. Yes. Screenshot not visible to the gallery. Comey. Let's start at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. When you said, I think Dave in the chair, what were you referring to? Jane. Condoms. AUSA. What did you understand that what Sean meant when he said you were just taking that D? Jane. That we already had intercourse? Oh. Comey. And when he said, if you don't touch yourself right now, what was he saying? Jane. To just move on. AUSA. What did you think you needed? Permission from Sean for a man having sex with your body to wear a condom? Combs lawyer. Objection. Judge. Overruled. AUSA. Sidebar. They're back. Comey. Why did you say no? Jane. He'd get agitated. AUSA. How would intercourse with an entertainer end? Jane. He'd finish on me. AUSA. Then what was Sean? Jane. We'd have sex. AUSA. Would you clean up the ejaculate? Jane. No. What? No, cuz. AUSA Comey. Why not? Sean liked it, to play around with it. AUSA. Then what? Jane. I take a shower and get ready for the next one. AUSA. Typically how many rounds? Objection. Overruled. Jane. Every entertainer was different. Some 3. AUSA Comey. Would decided if you could stop when you were tired? Jane sobs. AUSA. Do you need a moment? Jane sobs. I'm sorry. What was your question? AUSA. How did you say you wanted to stop? Jane. I'd say like, I'm hungry. Make little faces. Jane. I send him subtle cues. Comey. What would he say? Jane. He say, you're not getting tired on me, are you? Let's go out on a high note. Let's finish strong. Starts crying. AUSA. What would Sean give you to keep you awake in having sex with the entertainers? Jane, ecstasy, call me. Did you ever cry after one of these hotel nights? Jane, twice. AUSA, tell us about the first. Jane, I thought it was a date night, one-on-one, but he said they were being an entertainer, but just a quick one. I hung on to that, but 18 hours. Jane, and after 18 hours and 3 rounds with the entertainer, Sean said he had to leave. I started crying. Call me. Were you with someone else? Jane, I was with Sean. It was in the Waldorf in Beverly Hills, early in our relationship. AUSA, what did Sean say? Jane, he said, are you crying? I'm like looking disgusted. And he just sat there listening to music. I was clinging to him. He said he could move things around with him family and I could go home with him. I just wanted to be in his arms after all that. Call me. Yeah, that sound, man, you know what, bro. Call me. And the second time, Jane, I was in the shower after one of the nights AUSA, is your memory spotty? What do you remember? Jane, I was so high. I was having sex with Paul. Then I was in the shower with Sean. He said, stop it. I'm too high. Stop. Call me Paul? Jane, one of the entertainers. AUSA, were those hotel nights work for you? Objection. Overruled. Jane, it was work from start to finish. AUSA, what did you try to get them to end sooner? Or what did you try to do to get them to end sooner? Jane, I tried to have sex with the entertainers fast. Call me. What did you try to do to speed things up? Jane, I do foreplay, bring them into the room. Sean would say, slow it down, more foreplay. AUSA, what words would he use? Objection. Time frame? Judge, that's fair. AUSA, May to October 2023. AUSA, May of 2021 to October of 2023. What would Sean say? Jane, he'd say, I'm not ready to see that yet. AUSA, how would you feel? Defense, sidebar, judge, so sure. AUSA, call me. How did you feel? Jane, I want to be with Sean at the end. AUSA, where would you go? Jane, to his residence. AUSA, was there any part of these hotel nights you enjoy? Jane, being with Sean. Call me. Would you text him? Jane, to say I love you. AUSA, did you text that you wanted to have sex? Jane, yes, with him. AUSA, did you text him you wanted to have sex with others? Jane, yes, it was his fantasy. Okay. AUSA, did you tell you wanted to text? Jane, yes, call me. Did he tell you what to text? Jane, yes, he asked, what do you want? Be explicit. AUSA, why did you write these things? Jane, I wanted to make my lover happy. AUSA, look at the one from November 9th, 2021. What did you write? Jane, I wrote, I'm horny for you. Call me. You don't have to read this, but did you write, I want to S pause D? Why did you write that? Jane, I knew it would turn Sean on. AUSA, and who is Paul? Jane, an entertainer. AUSA, you text him you wanted to stop having hotel nights? Jane, yes. It's too early in this. That's why I can't say the words yet. I had to wait for 15 minutes. So if they say anything crazy after 15 minutes, I can definitely say it. We're only at 9 minutes as far as reading time goes. So that's why I can't say it. And I don't really feel comfortable saying this shit either, to be fair. Kill me. What did you write here, Jane? I'm so much more than being left in the dark of a hotel room. My heart is breaking. I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. I feel it's the only reason you pay for the house. We need to talk like adults. Call me. How long has Sean been paying your rent? Jane, 5 months or so. AUSA, did you see drugs in the hotel rooms? Judge, objection. Overruled. Jane, ecstasy, Molly, cocaine, pink powder, which I believe is called Tusi. AUSA, who gave them to you? Jane, Sean, Comey. Did you ever see any of the entertainers taking drugs? Jane, no. That was my one rule. I told them they couldn't take drugs. I didn't want them to be out of control while they were with me. AUSA, how did ecstasy make you feel? Jane, sexual energy. Comey, why did you feel you had to take these drugs? Jane, otherwise it would be too real. I wanted to, I don't know, feel like starts crying. It would make things earlier. I'm assuming easier is what he meant to write. AUSA, did you ever do hotel nights without drugs? Jane, twice, once with Paul. Comey, why didn't you take drugs that time? Jane, I didn't want to do that to my body, but it was too real. So I asked Sean for a pill. AUSA, did Sean give it to you? Jane, yes, I felt better. AUSA, the second time? Jane, my partner was taking too many pills. Jane, he said, I'll do 30 days without drugs, but let's have one last sobriety party at the L'Hermitage. Comey, how long did it last? Jane, too long, 18 hours. AUSA, what happened? Jane, the first guy, the second guy, I was not feeling well. I threw up. Jane, I told Sean I just thrown up. Comey, what did he say? Jane, he said, that's good. Now you're ready for the third guy. He's here. God damn, bruh. AUSA, how did you feel, Jane? I was just disgusted. I was just repulsed. I was just too mad to myself, Jane. I was mad I had let myself get into this, Comey. This would be a good place for a break, Judge. I agree. Seti Nash, I agree too. Y'all niggas is crazy. During the break, Combs in animated conversation with Agnifilo, Shapiro, and Steele, talking with his hands. Judge, bring back Jane and the jury. All rise. Comey, did Sean ever run out of drugs during the hotel night? Jane, yes. AUSA, what happened? Jane, he would call one of his assistants or butlers to bring more drugs, sometimes to security. Comey, what assistants? Jane, Brendan, Frank, John. AUSA, let me show you a photo of Brendan, not shown on gallery screen. Oh, that's a little white boy that got caught on the plane. No reason to redact, so why not? Jane, that's him. He would bring pill bottles. Then there would be cocaine, weed, Comey. Who from security did he call for drugs? Jane, Fahim. Sean called him Fa. AUSA, who else brought drugs? Jane, Guido. He brought mostly ecstasy, Molly and Xanax and coke. AUSA, did you take Xanax? Jane, yes, after I put Sean to sleep. Comey, did you ever carry drugs for Sean? Jane, yes, from LA to Miami. KK told me I'll have security come out and give you a package. I asked, is it safe and okay? AUSA, what did KK tell you? Jane, she said it's fine. I do it all the time. Comey, where did you give Sean the package? Jane, in the bathroom, a 2-star. He opened it, and then I saw colorful pills. I assumed. AUSA, I don't want you to assume. Did you take the pills? Jane, yes, for a hotel night. It was ecstasy. Comey, did you move drugs for Sean another time? Jane, yes, in my luggage from LA to Miami. There, Sean and I used them. They were ecstasy. AUSA, before May and October 2021, who reached out to the entertainers? Jane, Sean. AUSA, then who? Jane, me. Comey, why did you start choosing? Jane, I didn't want it to just be a stranger. I assessed the dynamic of our relationship. We were watching, we still have 14 minutes, watching adult films, and I saw the performer and said, that one. Wow. AUSA, why did you want to choose? Jane, I couldn't get away from this. Comey, who did you choose? Jane, Sly Williams. I called him Chef. He had a passion for cooking. AUSA, what were you and Sean doing? Jane, having sex on ecstasy. We started talking about Sly's size. Sean was acting all flirtatious about it. Come on, cuz. Come on. Jane, I sent Sly a message on Instagram. Comey, did he respond? Jane, yes. I told him I was a fan of his work. Maybe we should meet up one day. We did a FaceTime. Sean was there. AUSA, what happened? Jane, it got hot and steamy. I asked him to show me himself. AUSA, Comey, and he showed you his genitals. Jane, yes. And I was casting from my phone to Sean's television. AUSA, how did you get Sly from Atlanta to LA? Jane, I told Sean I would arrange his flight. I booked it online on Expedia. Sean paid me back. Comey, what happened? Jane, he was cute and sweet. He was nervous too. It was my first time. AUSA, first time what? Jane, contacting an adult film star. I had told him it was me and my partner. He said fine. AUSA, what hotel? Jane, La Hermitage, I believe. Jane, it was the routine. The oils would come out. I'd be in a uniform. I'd dance, then sex. Comey, what was Sean doing? Jane, masturbating. AUSA, then who invited him the next times? Jane, I did. I would suggest Sly. He was familiar to me. Comey, where else did you meet Sly? Jane, the Trump Hotel. Comey, the Trump Hotel in New York? Jane, yes. I would book his flights from Atlanta. AUSA, and you paid him afterwards? Jane, yes. $2,000 to $4,000. AUSA, from where? Objection. Comey, where did the cash to pay Sly come from? Jane, Sean, from the drawer. Sometimes we use Cash App. Ooh. AUSA, was there a second adult entertainer you reached out to? Jane, yes. Anton, I think Anton Harris. It was his stage name. I don't know his real name. Jane, we were watching Anton's films, and I was really into him. I messaged him on Instagram. He was in LA. I invited him over. AUSA, how did Anton respond? Jane, positively. We were in my first residence. AUSA, what happened? Jane, the same. Sean watched, happy. Comey, did you see Anton again? Jane, yes. Sometimes at hotels in LA, sometimes in my apartment. AUSA, did you FaceTime Anton and Sly? Jane, yes. When Sean and I were alone, having sexy times? AUSA, why would Sean call them? Jane, he wanted something live. Jane, I was doing sexting, FaceTime, and screen sharing to Sean's TV. I told Sly and Anton I was alone so they would feel comfortable. AUSA, did you ask Sly and Anton to send you pictures of the genitals? Jane, yes. Sean wanted them. He would say, get it. Comey, did Anton and Sly ever send you photos of the genitals when you weren't with Sean? Jane, yes. I was polite and flirtatious, but not as flirtatious as when I was with Sean. AUSA, did you ever see Anton or Sly in person without Sean? Jane, no. Comey, are these your texts with Sly? Let me show you. Text not shown on the exhibit and screen and gallery. Jane, I was asking for explicit photos or videos from him. That's what my partner wanted. AUSA, what did Sly say? Jane, he say, I'm down. Comey, what did you say? Jane, I wrote, I'm touching myself. Then, what's your full name and date of birth? AUSA, why that? Jane, to book his travel. AUSA, what did you write? Jane, she's booking. Jen was November 9th, 2021, the flight. AUSA, Comey, when you received these explicit images, were you alone? Jane, yes. I sent a Blander message. Then he texted me in April 2022. Hello, beautiful. How's your day? AUSA, why did Jess book the flight? Jane, I was too high to type. He's be the entertainer. Comey, other entertainers? Jane, Paul and Don. Sean coordinated others. AUSA, between May 2021 and October 2023, how often were the hotel nights? Jane, often. Every week. Every other week. AUSA, after February 2024, where did this happen? Jane, 2-star in LA. Comey, in the LA residence, you're still living there? Jane, yes. AUSA, after February 2024, Jane, maybe 5 times. AUSA, how many different men? Jane, I don't know. AUSA, let's talk about some. Who's this? Jane, Don. AUSA, last time? Jane, August 2024 at 2-star. Jane, I only saw Don in Miami. AUSA, Comey, who's this? Jane, Paul. AUSA, when was the last time? Jane, end of July 2024. Before that, very often. AUSA, what did you think Paul did? Jane, a personal trainer for Sean in LA, Miami, Turks. AUSA, Comey, how did Paul get there? Jane, he booked his own travel or he'd already be there. AUSA, who's this? Jane, a man named Leo. I met him through Sean for one of these nights. I met him on my birthday. AUSA, last time? Jane, 2023. AUSA, Comey, where did you see Leo? Jane, LA. AUSA, what else did you call him? Jane, Italian. AUSA, who's this? Jane, a guy Sean brought into a night in 2021. AUSA, what happened? Jane, Sean said he had someone coming over. I was repulsed in La Hermitage. Jane, he looked sweaty. He didn't look nice. He kind of smelled. Comey, what did you do? Jane, I tried to make it work. I tried to seduce him with my body. He just kept sweating so much. I looked at my partner. I'm not feeling this. I was in lingerie and heels. Comey, what was he wearing? Jane, nothing. Sean said, do you want to taste it? I said, I'm not feeling this. AUSA, what did Sean do? Jane, he laid me down and started having sex with me. AUSA, where was the man? Jane, hovering over me. He was sweating on me. Comey, then what? Jane, Sean told me, look at the man's private part, but it wasn't happening. Sean told him, no worries, and the man left. So you just, never mind. AUSA, then what? Jane, Sean told me he had someone else coming. Paul, I was blindfolded. Sean wanted me to touch him. Jane, I took a liking to Paul. I was more comfortable. I thought he was handsome and nice. He had a warm energy. Comey, did you want to have sex with him? Jane, no. But if I had to have sex with someone, I guess it was not so bad with Paul. AUSA, what's this? Jane, photo of a man named Michael. I saw him twice in 2022 or 2023. And the edition, Los Angeles. Sean said something new was coming. Then, just a bit later, Sean was having small talk with this guy on our balcony. He invited me out. Jane, I thought Michael was attractive. He was from a website. Comey, who's this? Jane, I don't know his name. I met him on my birthday in 2023. One of these nights, AUSA, what happened? Jane, Sean told me to come to Miami. We would be alone. He was so sweet. Jane, we were eating sushi at Nobu in the hotel. Sean said, I have the entertainment. I go up and I said, entertainer? Comey, what did he say? Jane, it's your birthday. I just accepted it. AUSA, why? Jane, I don't know. Upstairs, this man comes in. It was routine. Jane, I'm like a robot. I'm getting the guy comfortable. Starts crying. Comey, do you need a break, Jane? You said you were robotic. What do you mean? Jane, I had done so many of these. I can just tune out. My partner likes to see. I just turn on this person. Comey, what do you mean? You turn into another person. Jane, a person who can just do this. AUSA, what happened? Jane, I was much quicker with this person. He felt more like a stranger to me than anyone. I don't want to do this on my birthday, Jane. I asked Sean for a condom. Call me. Where was he, Jane? He was behind this man. He gave me these dirty looks like, you better not ask for a fucking condom. I could just hear that. AUSA. What else did you hear him say? Objection. Overruled. Jane. I didn't want to sour the mood. AUSA. Why didn't you want to sour the mood? Jane cries. I just didn't want my partner unhappy with me. AUSA. Do you need a break, Jane? Jane. No, I'm okay. AUSA. What happened next? If you're ready to tell us. Jane. Sean gave him a condom, but then walked away. He was so disappointed. The guy finished. I can't remember where. Call me. What next? Jane. The man left. We switched rooms to a bigger suite. AUSA. What then? Jane. Sean was more loving. He was celebratory. Jane. He had cake there and balloons. Then Sly comes. Call me. Any talk? Jane. No. It was just hours and hours of that. Pleasing this guy, doing so much, just doing all of it. Foreplay, things I know my partner wants to see. Going back and forth. It was morning. Call me. Then what did Sean say? Jane. That Don was coming. AUSA. What did you say? Jane. Nothing. Like that, it was fine. AUSA. Why? Jane. I love my partner. AUSA. What did you do with Don? Jane. Sex. AUSA. Let's break for lunch. Jury leaves. Jane leaves. Comes Agnifilo. Could we have a quick sidebar with the government about something I'd like the court's advice on? Judge. Yes. They're back. Call me. This afternoon, we'll be showing some explicit exhibits and binders, so not on counsel screens, but counsel can come up and see them. Judge. Okay. Bring in the witness and the jury. All rise. Call me. Have you seen this man? Jane. Sean brought him to our hotel room in L.A. I was in a robe and lingerie, the whole wardrobe I usually had. AUSA. What happened in the living room or the suite? Jane. I knew this was something I could not fake. Call me. What do you mean? Jane. I was repulsed by him. I tried for 30 minutes. Then I told Sean, can I talk to you in the bedroom? There. I told him, I can't. I tried again, but no. I told Sean, I am sorry. AUSA. How did Sean respond? Jane. Agitated. Jane. Then another man came. AUSA. Call me. Did you talk to Sean? Did Sean talk to you first? Jane. No. AUSA. Who's this? Jane. A man I met in New York. I told him I didn't want to go to New York if it was just to set me up with a man. He said, no. One-on-one. So I went. Call me. Did you get Wi-Fi on the plane? Jane. Yes. Sean sent me text. Do you want entertainment tonight? AUSA. How did you feel? Jane. Disappointed. My thought of seeing my lover was shot down. AUSA. Where did you go in New York? Jane. The Trump Hotel. Jane. I saw the assistant setting up the room with red lights for our hotel night. I took this photograph, not shown on gallery screen. AUSA. What happened next? Jane. I told Sean, I don't want to do this. He was just like super defensive. Jane. On the way back to the room, Sean gave me a pill. Call me. What was it? Ecstasy. I took it. The man was in the room. We had small talk. I let the man touch my leg a little bit. I took Sean to the bedroom and told him, I can't do this. Call me. How did Sean react? Jane. Agitated. I called another performer. AUSA. Why? Jane. That's a hard question. And then in the point in the relationship, I knew that's what my partner would want. AUSA. Was Sean paying your rent? Jane. Yes. AUSA. Did he mention it? Objection. Judge. Time frame. AUSA. Was this after Sean started paying your rent? Jane. Yes. I called Sly. He was excited. He flew to New York that night from Atlanta. AUSA. What happened? Jane. It was nice. We had sex in front of Sean at the Trump Hotel. Jane. Me and Sean had to go our separate ways, but I didn't want Sly to feel we were just leaving him. So cash was brought to the front desk for him by an assistant. Call me. Which one? Jane. Joey. AUSA. And this man. Jane. I had sex with him in front of Sean. AUSA. Call me. And another? Jane. A Spanish buff man. He was a bit odd. I felt he was pulling out this scent to smell during sex. I don't know. AUSA. In front of Sean? Jane. Yes. AUSA. Another? Jane. A man who looked more European at the L'Hermitage. We had sex twice. Call me. Which entertainers did you see most often? Jane. Paul. Sly. AUSA. Which ones did you reach out to? Jane. Them. Anton. Don. AUSA. Did you ever arrange hotel nights as a surprise for Sean? Jane. Yes. Twice. Like Valentine's Day or the return from a trip? Call me. You saw cash during these hotel nights? Where? Jane. Drawer, nightstand, AUSA. When Sean ran out of cash, what did he do? Jane. He made a call to a security or assistance, KK. Cash would appear. AUSA. How much? Jane. A good amount. Call me. To whom did Sean hand cash? Jane. Paul, Don. He'd pay at the end. AUSA. What would Sean say before he brought out his iPhone to record? Jane. Nothing. Or, it's just for me. AUSA. Did Sean sometimes act different? Jane. Sometimes happy, sometimes not. Comey. What directions would Sean give? Jane. To put baby oil on the man. To touch myself. AUSA. When you knew the camera was on you, how did you react? Jane. It was just a part of it. AUSA. Did Sean ever record you while not on drugs? Jane. No. Comey. Did you act like you enjoyed it? Jane. Yeah. AUSA. Why? Jane. I wanted to put on a good show. AUSA. What fantasy talk did you engage in? Jane. So much. Role play, a fantasy. I'm sorry. There are just too many memories. He would create characters. Comey. I'm going to show you some exhibits, not on the council screens. How is this? Jane. Me and Don. The next one is me and Sly. AUSA. This? Jane. Me and Paul. Then me and Leo. Anton and myself. AUSA. Was Sean present for all of these? Jane. Yes. Jane. I wore the stripper shoes on the whole time. Comey. What would happen with the baby oil? Jane. It would drip down in the shoes. I would try to keep my balance. AUSA. Did Sean ask you to get your nipples pierced? Jane. Yes. He said, yes. I said it would turn him on. Comey. Who set up your piercing appointment? Jane. KK. AUSA. Then? Jane. They got caught in my lingerie and my nipples got infected. I took them off. AUSA. What did Sean say? Jane. He said, where are my piercings? This is the last time I see you without them. Comey. Did your back hurt? Jane. Yes. From being bent over so much. Yes, from bending over so much. AUSA. What else did you get sore? Jane. My vagina. AUSA. Did you tell Sean? Jane. No. AUSA. Why not? Jane. I just didn't want to indicate any negativity. AUSA. Why did you keep going? Jane. I'm not sure, Judge. Sidebar. They're back. Comey. Did you have an estimate of how much times you told Sean you didn't want to keep having these hotel nights? Jane. I don't have an estimate. AUSA. Did you write? Jane. Yes. And sometimes I'd have the courage to text it to Sean. Comey. What did you see in your text messages? Jane. That I had been texting it since 2021, how I felt. AUSA. What's this? Text exhibit not on screen. Jane. November 2021, I felt jealous. I saw he was doing things with another woman on their IG stories. Comey. What did you feel jealous if you knew he was dating other women? Why did you feel jealous if you knew he was dating other women? Jane. I came to do hotel nights with Don and Sly. Then he gives us quality time. He gives his quality time to another woman. AUSA. This next text, Jane. I wrote, I need a breather and a break from you. Comey. Play this exhibit, a voice note. Combs' voice. She asked me to work out. This is the time you gonna be cursed at me? Hold on, let me reread this because this sounds stupid as hell. Combs' voice. She asked me to work out. This is the time you're gonna be cursed at me? I don't have a bunch of guy friends. Don't matter if I just fucked her. Be sad. Go crazy. I don't deserve being honest with someone. Comey. How often did Sean call you crazy? Jane. Often. It made me feel confused. AUSA. What did you say? Well, you is kind of crazy, bitch. You just let 50 niggas hit. But whatever. Jane. That she didn't just come to the gym. I don't even care who you are laying up with. I wanted that time with him. I said, you just want the hotel shit. Comey. What happened here? Jane. I had sex with Leo. I was high. It made my partner happy. I was okay with it. AUSA. How many phones did Sean use then? Jane. 2. Sean started dating another woman. He did a big birthday party for her. AUSA. How'd you see it, Jane? On Young Miami's Instagram? Comey. What did you say, Jane? I see what you are going for her. I see what you are going for her. Why do you play me? She's just a business partner. Then you say she's spending money on you? How would you feel if I said a man was spending money on me? AUSA. You wrote. Jane. I feel cheap. Comey. After your first hotel night in May 2021 with Don, what did you do next? Jane. Out on a yacht? AUSA. And later? Jane. We would just sleep after hotel nights. AUSA. What did you write in this note? Jane. I wrote, why am I just for your freaky desires? Comey. Did you send this to Sean? Jane. No, I did not have the courage. AUSA. In this note, Jane, I wrote, you were partying with another girl. You just want me for debauchery. I'm done being used by you. You trashed my house with dirty debauchery. I'm done. Comey. And what was this? Jane. Right after I said my birthday, having sex with these men in the hotel room, Sean went on a vacation with another girl he was dating. AUSA. How did he respond to your text? Jane. He wrote, I didn't tell her about your birthday. Comey. What did you write next? Jane. That it looked like I had a nice birthday dinner with my girlfriends. AUSA. Who paid for that dinner? Jane. Sean. AUSA. But he was there. Jane. No. AUSA. And here you said you were tired? Jane. After 3 men? AUSA. What did he write to you here? Jane. He wrote, I'm tired of you throwing sex in my face. Let's just be friends. AUSA. What did you think he meant, Jane? Anytime I brought up the hotel nights. AUSA. What did you write, Jane? Are you really breaking up with me? Jane sobbing. You're the only man in my life. You took someone else to the place I have dreamed about. AUSA. Where, Jane? Turks? AUSA. What did he write, Jane? He wrote, I'm tired of these long texts telling me what I'm doing wrong. I wrote, what am I doing wrong? Break. With jury out. Counselor Jane Doe. I want to bring to, oh shit. Oh, shit. I want to bring to the court's opinion that there are YouTube accounts that are actively trying to find out Jane's identity, where we find contact information, we reach out, we recorded live streams. Judge, do you have evidence if these people are in the courtroom or in the overflow? Jane's counsel. If we have found that, we would ask for them to be banned from the courtroom or overflow room. Judge, make an ex parte filing. I'll ask marshals to investigate. Jane's counsel. If someone published her license, it will violate your order, Judge. Can you send me what you can. I'll consider it, even over the break. This after it was said nothing in the order could have a chilling effect on the media. More should be said on this. They're back. Judge Subramanian. All rise. Say nothing about any ex parte submissions. Nothing in the docket, despite the below. Comey. Please pull up this exhibit. What is this, Jane? A note on my notes. AUSA. Were you writing what you were feeling at the time? Jane. Yes, I wrote. You lied straight to my face. You used me for a hotel night before your trip. Comey. When you took a break from Sean, where did you travel? Jane. France. Sean started texting me again and again. Paris, Paris, Paris. AUSA. How did it make you feel? Jane. That he cared. But I knew I had to stay strong. I went away for 5 days. Jane. He was adamant we should see each other. I missed him too. Comey. Why? Jane. Because I love him. Soon we were planning to go to Turks. I'd go to Miami first. AUSA. What did Sean write you? Jane. He said, a night of debauchery, then to the beach. Jane. I said no. We had to reconnect. He said, cool. Comey. Did that turn out to be true? Jane. No. AUSA. What did you do in Miami? Jane. We bickered about Paris. He said his girl can't just up and leave like that. AUSA. This photo? Jane. Our dinner? Comey. Then what? Jane. He took a pill and we went to a hotel. We were watching porn and Sean said, do you want to dine? AUSA. What did you say? Jane. Yes. AUSA. Why? Jane. I was just used to it. Then we went to Turks. Comey. And in Turks, Jane. Paul came in. AUSA. What happened? Jane. I'm back in an outfit. I'm going to try to do another round. It was really painful. I couldn't have sex. AUSA. Why not? Jane. I was extremely sore at this point. Sean tried to lube me up. Jane. He said, you can't take any more dick? I threw the bracelet and said, you only brought me here. Oh, this is painful to read. I'm sorry, y'all. He said, you can't take any more dick. I threw the bracelet and said, you only brought me here to suck dick for you. I was just talking, then sat up on the steps of a villa. AUSA. Did Sean talk? Jane. Yes. He said, how can you make me look like that in front of Paul? Jane. Sean told me to apologize to Paul. I messaged him and said I was sorry how I acted, that I was really glad he'd come out to see me. Comey. Who told you to do that? Jane. Sean. Comey. What did you write to Sly? Jane. If he could come to Turks, I told him he needed a passport and vacation. AUSA. What did Sly say? What did Sly respond? Jane. I will him, but I don't have a vaccination card. AUSA. Why did you do this? Jane. To make it up to Sean. AUSA. Why did you write this way to Sly and Paul? Jane. I wanted them to feel good, like they were not being used. AUSA. Why? Jane. I just do. AUSA. What was the love contract in March 2023? Jane. He asked, how much did I want per month? I said 15. He said 10. AUSA. He started paying your rent? Jane. Yes. AUSA. Who's paying your rent now? Jane. Sean. Comey. What else did Sean pay for? Jane. My tooth. AUSA. What do you mean? Jane. Sean didn't like my teeth. I got new veneers. He also paid to furnish the house. My allowance just didn't do it. I used 3 credit cards. I had promised him an all-star party. AUSA. Comey. What's that? James. I'd bring the top 3 guys in the same night. AUSA. Why? Jane. I was with my lover and he liked that. I told him I had to be awake at 8 a.m. Sunday. I said, the last time I got sick. Comey. The first text? Jane. He felt hesitation from about the all-star party. He asked, does your pussy hurt? You're not being straight with me. Comey. The 2D, a minute later, Jane. He quoted my text asking for help with more furniture for the house. Ha! Yo, this is jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Call me. Here Sean writes, Rico is ready. Who is that? Jane. Maybe the man named Michael, or wait, maybe it was roleplay and Sean was Rico? AUSA. You don't know? Jane, I don't. Call me. Why did you send Sean a photo of pink toilet paper? Jane. To show that my period was about to come down, that I needed the night off. Let it postpone. AUSA. What did he write back? Jane. You getting your hair done? For nothing. I'm done. Call me. What did you mean? Movie night was not on my mind. What was that, Jane? We would not have an entertainer. We just watch our own movies of the hotel nights. We called it movie night. Combs' voice. You need to get your job. Call me. How did you interpret that, Jane? Making sure he's happy and cool in these nights. AUSA. How did you respond, Jane? That he always brought up paying for the house. It felt like, I don't know, this is guilt trip. Call me. I think it's a good time to break for the day and week. Jurors, thanks for staying late. Avoid any coverage about the case. All rise. Now, what I want to do is I want to go and look up exactly what his charges are. Y'all might see me do this a bunch of times, and sometimes that's because these videos hit people later. So, and what I mean later is, like, some people are interested, some people are not. Anyways, let's do it. So, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested and charged with federal crimes including sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. I ain't gonna hold you. All that shit look like it's been proven. Now let's go. The racketeering conspiracy. This charge brought under the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO Act, alleges that Combs' business empire functioned as a criminal enterprise involved with various unlawful activities. The maximum sentence for this charge is life in prison. He's not gonna get life in prison. Not at all. Not at all. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Now this one right here, I don't think they're going to be able to prove, but we'll just do it. This charge carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison and a maximum sentence of life in prison. Transportation to engage in prostitution. This charge carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. So there's that. I thought he had drug trafficking charges, but shit, I'm not seeing it, because when I look at his whole entire thing, as far as what's going on, all he has is sex trafficking. That's it. So I ain't gonna hold you. It's lightweight looking good a little bit for him. And why are you saying it looks good for him? Well, because, bruh, guilt tripping somebody, it's not a crime. Hell, if that's the case, then all of our kids would be in goddamn jail. When they do that little stupid shit, when they be pouting and mad because they won't let you eat cotton candy or cookies and candy and shit at 6 a.m. in the morning. Like, yeah, we can send our kids to jail. Might start doing that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, the hard part about this whole entire thing is the force, fraud, and all of this other stuff, because I've not seen it yet, and y'all can point it out to me where I'm wrong at. I've not seen where he forced technically anybody. It's always like, well, you know, you could do it, but I'm going to find somebody else, is what it sounds like. It hasn't sounded like to me, not once, that this person has done these things. So as far as the racketeer part and everything, having his company and all these individuals basically bring about all this stuff, I'm sorry, I hate to say this. This ain't really no serious shit like that. Is it despicable? Yeah. Is it ugly? Yeah. Is it some shit that a normal person would do? Hell no. Like what he just did to Daphne Joy, bro. I just wrote this on Instagram. I said from now on, I'm only dating 4s and 6s because I'm going to be fair. Anything above that, I think y'all might have been diddied. Yeah, next woman I date going to look just like me in the face. She might even have to have some lip hair. I don't know, bro. This shit's scary. I ain't gonna hold you. The shit that people would do for a lifestyle, this is the whole thing when they say selling your soul. This is what selling your soul looks like. It's not physically like, oh my God, God enter my body. the devil has taken over. Oh, I just prayed to the devil and drank a whole bunch of blood. No, this right here is what selling your soul looks like. You was willing to let these men have their way with you. And then the fact that the feds try to minimalize her involvement, saying, oh yeah, I want this guy, I want that guy, I want this guy, bring on this guy and all this shit. I'm just listening like, huh? What? Nah, we're not doing that. We're not. I hope we're not doing that. So, end of the day, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I see it, I hear it, I see it. I just I don't get what the hell we doing here. And when I say we, I mean the federal government. Like, honestly, is this shit so egregious that this was required? What was this? Like, I really believe, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist person type of stuff like that. I really believe this is a setup for him to get ultimately sued even by these guys. Imagine the dudes that can come through now with this BS. We heard tales of Diddy supposedly sleeping with a lot of your favorite celebrities. Y'all said that TD Jakes was in there getting pound town down. We ain't heard nothing like that. We ain't seen nothing like that. The celebrities that were brought up. But the stuff about him sleeping with these various men and everything, and granted, there are stories that have not been told. I'm fairly certain there are. But there's a lot of shit that has been going on and a lot of things that have been said that has not been proven. Some of y'all will say, you know what, Nash, you might want to wait, bro. You might want to slow down. I hear y'all, but I'm just going off of based on what we know now. So I'm just curious, bro, in the next 2 weeks, when this wraps up as far as the prosecution go, will we all collectively say, Diddy a nasty motherfucker, but nothing that he did do we really see as being something that warrants this man spending a decade plus in jail? I think if Diddy is ultimately found guilty, I think he's going to end up doing 12 to 15. That's what I think. I think ultimately he will be sentenced to 12 to 15 years in a federal penitentiary. That's what I believe. He doesn't have a prior history of getting arrested, so he doesn't have all the points and everything. If this was some shit that was continued on and this was like crazy stuff, then cool. But they're trying to prove coercion so bad in this that I ain't gonna lie. The more and more they go, the more and more it just looks like they're trying to get them all to agree on one person's story. So we're going to provide everybody with like 30 of them. We're going to give 30 stories, and all we need the jury to do is come up with just one person that y'all all can agree on. Because I'm sorry. I'm not seeing all the evil. I'm seeing a dude drunk with power and drunk with sex on his mind that is disgusting as hell. Don't get it mixed up or confused. This shit, I never thought I would read no shit like that. I didn't know people like this existed, but then you do hear about Dubai trips and women getting crapped on and stuff, but that's what selling your soul looks like. So, Daphne Joy, I'm sorry, baby. She looked damn good. I ain't gonna hold you. Cassidy looked damn good. But I'm wondering if Young Miami gonna come through. If I'm Young Miami, I'm not, arrest me. Arrest me, please. Because ain't no way in this world that your ass wasn't getting dicked down by all these dudes either. If this how this man rode, every woman that messed with him was getting hit like this. I don't care how that go. Young Miami, all that, you get pissed on and all that. Maybe it wasn't piss. Maybe he was getting nutted on and he sat up there and rubbed his face in it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But as far as everything go, bro, Young Miami, I ain't gonna hold you. This right here, this messed with your image too. I'm not saying that it happened, but I'll put it this way. It damn sure looked like this is what he does. And you've been around that man for years. You had an allowance, just like Daphne had an allowance. Yeah. Subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. Hit that like button, get the conversation going. And if you don't want to hit it, well then fuck you too.